Life Philosophies Unleashed.
Think you've got trust all figured out? Think again. Contrary to common belief, trust, the invisible glue holding all our relationships together, can be both built and shattered in the blink of an eye, not over years. It's a bold statement, I know, but what I'm about to unveil in the next few moments transcends conventional wisdom. In the upcoming minutes, you're in for a revelation that delves deep into human relationships, revealing hidden secrets that can revolutionize how you engage with friends, family, and even strangers. Are you prepared to challenge everything you thought you knew about the foundation of human relationships? If so, keep your eyes glued to the screen because what's about to unfold will alter your perception forever. Prepare yourself for a riveting journey as we navigate the unpredictable terrain of human relationships, focusing on 9 distinctive personalities that will defy your preconceived notions about trust. Let go of the ordinary. My aim is to illuminate the obscure corners of the human psyche. Envision unraveling, in just a short span, the mysteries behind the actions and words of those we deemed trustworthy, a risky game, isn't it? Today, we're not just pinpointing these intriguing personality types. We're delving into why blindly trusting them can be perilous. Each step on this journey prompts us to question who truly deserves a place in our lives. Drawing wisdom from the Stoics, we're guided not to disrespect, but to discern when it's time to step back and safeguard our well-being. Embark with me on this thrilling adventure. Let's cast aside conventional beliefs and explore the uncharted territories of human connections. The journey promises not only identification of these fascinating personalities, but also an understanding of why unwavering trust in them can pose a threat. Get ready for an exploration that challenges the very fabric of your beliefs, all while respecting the teachings of the Stoics and recognizing the art of stepping back for our own protection. Join me in this exciting journey where revelations await, ready to reshape your understanding of trust in human relationships. 1. The manipulator. Picture this. You're sailing through the sea of relationships, and suddenly, there's a manipulator in your midst. They're experts in the art of deception, utilizing lies, psychological games, and emotional exploitation to achieve their ends. Trusting these individuals can result in not just betrayals, but deep emotional wounds that erode the trust you've placed in others. So, how do you protect yourself from the manipulative forces at play? It all starts with recognizing the signs. Be alert to indicators such as a lack of transparency, inconsistent behaviors, and that persistent feeling of being under control. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial in dealing with manipulators. Communicate firmly and don't hesitate to express discomfort in the face of manipulative attitudes. Sometimes, the most accurate decision is to distance yourself. Respecting yourself means recognizing when a relationship is toxic and taking actions to protect your mental health. This might involve breaking ties with manipulators and seeking emotional support when necessary. By staying alert to these signs and establishing firm boundaries, you pave the way for healthier and more genuine relationships. It's a journey towards self-preservation and building lasting connections. 2. The incessant critic. Moving on to the second intriguing character, the incessant critic. Picture a broad landscape of interpersonal relationships where continuous criticisms act as a revealing spotlight, not on the target, but on the critic themselves. These individuals thrive on pointing out flaws, like clowns in the spectacle of modern life, intent on degrading others to mask their own dissatisfaction. Gossipers and rumor spreaders, resembling shadowy figures from a medieval village, continue their whispered conversations even in your absence. Stepping away from them is as wise as a navigator avoiding turbulent waters. The incessant critics are obsessed with pointing out others' flaws to elevate themselves, participating in a masquerade ball where true intentions hide behind disguises. As you watch this video, become a discerning spectator. Consider the critics and gossipers. They are not engaged in constructive activities, but are clowns in the spectacle of modern life, intent on degrading others to mask their own dissatisfaction. Remember to selectively choose those who are part of your journey, as those who spew malice can turn their backs on you with the same ease. 3. The perpetual friend to everyone. Now let's delve into the third character, the perpetual friend to everyone. Imagine a vibrant epicenter at any gathering, radiating apparent warmth and readiness to help. Their presence is like the sun in a cloudless sky, drawing others in with their brightness and contagious energy. However, beneath this veneer lies a more nuanced reality. This character is a maestro in the orchestra of social relations, skillfully playing the strings of amiability and agreeableness to compose a symphony that resonates with the melody of popularity. But beware, their relentless pursuit of acceptance and admiration may reflect not a desire for deep connections, but an insatiable thirst to be the center of attention. In their world, relationships are often viewed not as genuine exchanges of affection, but as steps on a ladder to social ascent. As you encounter these friends to everyone, remember that true connection is a dialogue of souls, not just an exchange of smiles and greetings. It's fertile ground where sincerity blossoms and authenticity takes root, far from the shadows of superficiality and self-deception. Choose wisely. True friendship is a rare treasure characterized by a connection that goes beyond shiny surfaces and affable words. 4. The pretender of attention. Let's talk about the fourth character, the pretender of attention, a true chameleon of communication. Have you ever come across someone who automatically responds with phrases like "I understand," but whose eyes and mind wander far from the conversation? This figure is a master in the art of feigning interest, a skilled actor in our daily theater of dialogues. Their responses become empty echoes, lacking weight or genuine interest. It's as if, for them, maintaining an appearance of participation is sufficient without real commitment to the exchange of ideas. In these moments, you might feel like you're talking to a wall where your words reverberate without finding a destination. The dilemma arises: persist in trying to establish a dialogue with someone clearly uninterested or opt to end the interaction? The answer seems clear. There's no logic in pouring energy into a bottomless vessel. Valuing your own words and time means recognizing when they are not being appreciated. Therefore, don't hesitate to walk away from such interactions. It's not a matter of giving up, but choosing to invest where your communication will be valued. Choosing conversations that enrich, that are reciprocal and meaningful, is the key. There's no need to maintain respect for someone who chooses to feign attention while distracted with their cell phone. By making the decision to walk away, you are choosing conversations that are authentic, where each party is truly present, both in listening and in speaking. It's a decision of self-valorization and pursuit of authentic interactions. 5. The one devoid of empathy. Moving forward, we encounter the fifth character, the one devoid of empathy. Imagine empathy as a beacon in the darkness, allowing us to feel and understand the pain of others. This ability to put oneself in another's place is what makes us human and fosters trust and mutual understanding. When we encounter someone devoid of this vital faculty, we tread on dangerous ground. Their inability or reluctance to perceive and value others' feelings can easily cross the line of respect and decency without a hint of remorse. They view others as pieces on a chessboard, moving them without considering the emotional consequences of their actions. This lack of empathy goes beyond mere insensitivity. It's a deficiency in emotional understanding that manifests in harmful behaviors. These individuals can be masters of manipulation, using words and actions to achieve their goals without a second thought about the negative impact they may have on others. Furthermore, an aversion to responsibility is a striking characteristic of these individuals. They might commit mistakes or harm others, but rarely take responsibility for their actions. So, how do you deal with people who demonstrate a clear lack of empathy? Approach them with a mix of awareness and caution. Their inability to value and understand the feelings of others makes them potentially dangerous in personal relationships. They can not only cause emotional harm, but also be sources of unnecessary confusion and conflict. Approach such people with caution and be aware of the signs. Recognizing a lack of empathy in someone can be a valuable tool in protecting against manipulations and deceptions. In these cases, trust should be reserved for those who demonstrate a genuine and sincere understanding of the impact of their actions on others. These are the people who, by understanding the emotions of others, build relationships based on mutual respect and genuine consideration. As we navigate the challenge of interpersonal relationships, remembering that not everyone possesses the capacity or willingness to empathize is vital. This enables us to create stronger and more meaningful bonds with those who truly value and understand the complexities of the human heart. 6. The constant provocateur. Now, let's dive into the sixth character, the constant provocateur. Imagine navigating through the intricate webs of human interactions, and suddenly you encounter a master in the art of triggering irritation. This figure is a skilled manipulator of emotions, operating on a subtle terrain often invisible to the inattentive eye. There's a fundamental difference between transient impatience and the chronic irritation that this character provokes. They possess an almost hidden ability to throw words and actions that, like fine needles, prick and irritate without leaving visible marks. Seeds of doubt are planted, realities are twisted with cunning comments, and provocation becomes an art that is almost imperceptible. The challenge here is to recognize this emotional and psychological game that unfolds gradually and discreetly. These provocateurs often revel in the simple act of disturbing others' emotional balance, finding pleasure in the discomfort they cause. They play this subtle game not to gain something tangible, but for the sheer pleasure of seeing others destabilized. Being aware of these games and tricks is crucial to avoid being unwittingly entangled in their webs. When you realize that someone is consistently provoking irritation, it's a clear indication that you are being subtly manipulated. These actions can be difficult to detect, as they are often disguised as harmless comments or casual jokes. Prepare yourself to deal with these complex dynamics consciously. Recognizing when you are being manipulated, even subtly, is the first step in protecting yourself. Developing a keen perception of these interactions will allow you to maintain your emotional balance and respond appropriately. Sometimes, the best defense is a sharp awareness of these games. By being aware of the subtle tactics of these characters, you empower yourself to navigate these complicated social landscapes with greater clarity and resilience. This awareness not only protects your emotional well-being, but also allows you to interact more authentically and less reactively with those around you. It's about recognizing the constant provocateur for what they are: manipulators of emotions and architects of subtle chaos. By doing so, you can choose to engage in relationships that are genuine, honest, and enriching, steering clear of those who thrive on discord. 7. The perpetual challenger. In the vast universe of human relationships, we come across the seventh character, the perpetual challenger. Picture an individual seemingly trapped in an endless cycle of conflicts and adversities, proclaiming that life is a series of insurmountable obstacles. They live in a constant state of dissatisfaction, sharing their misfortunes with everyone around them. What's more intriguing is their apparent inability or unwillingness to alter the course of their circumstances. This person seems to have a knack for finding difficulties at every turn, creating a pattern of constantly facing problems that is not mere coincidence or inexplicable misfortune. In many cases, it's a direct consequence of poorly calculated decisions and a refusal to learn from past mistakes. The perpetual challenger may share their misfortunes with everyone, painting a picture of their life as a labyrinth of trials and tribulations. However, a closer look reveals that, more often than not, it is their own choices and actions that lead them to these recurring problems. The person appears to be trapped in a vicious cycle of self-inflicted problems, a web of complications they themselves weave. When interacting with this type of individual, it is vital to maintain a certain emotional distance. By getting deeply involved with them, you risk being drawn into their chaotic world, where their problems can start to weigh on your shoulders as heavy burdens. Their inability to manage their own emotions adds another layer of complexity to the situation, making involvement even riskier. It is advisable to approach this person with a healthy dose of skepticism. When faced with their narratives of endless difficulties, it is important to remember that their problems can easily become a weight for you. Compassion is a virtue, but it should not be exercised at the expense of your own well-being. Remember that, while everyone's life has its own challenges, absorbing someone else's difficulties can be an excessive burden. In certain situations, the most sensible choice is to maintain a safe distance, preserving your own peace and balance. Sometimes, in the complex dance of life, the wisest move is to step back and take care of your own well-being. By recognizing the perpetual challenger for what they are, individuals trapped in self-inflicted problems, you empower yourself to make choices that prioritize your mental and emotional health. It's not about turning a blind eye to their challenges, but about maintaining a healthy boundary that allows you to offer support without being consumed by their perpetual cycle of adversities. 8. The master of duplicity. Now, let's delve deeper into the enigmatic character, the master of duplicity. These individuals possess a unique ability to switch between warm smiles and harmful rumors with disconcerting ease. Picture a scenario where someone appears to be a loyal friend, but hides a darker facet behind the scenes. They are true artists of dissimulation, weaving a web of intrigue that can easily ensnare the unsuspecting. Duplicity, in this context, is not a mere trait. It's a way of life for these individuals. They may seem like trustworthy confidants one moment, sharing laughs and secrets, only to turn around and spread damaging gossip the next. This duality is not limited to a single person. They spread their harmful stories about many, leaving a trail of misunderstandings and mistrust in their wake. The danger of these individuals lies in their ability to sow discord subtly. They often start their gossip insidiously, blending truths and falsehoods so skillfully that it becomes challenging to distinguish reality from fabrication. With a comment here and another there, they tarnish reputations, distort perceptions, and destabilize previously solid relationships. When you encounter such behavior, the situation demands an immediate and decisive response. Maintaining a relationship with a person who demonstrates such duplicity is like walking on a minefield of distrust and falsehood. Honesty and integrity, pillars of any healthy relationship, are foreign concepts to these masters of dissimulation. Therefore, upon detecting this duplicity, protecting your peace and well-being should be your highest priority. Distancing yourself from these people becomes not only sensible, but necessary. By moving away, you protect yourself from being involved in a vortex of gossip and falsehoods, preserving your integrity and tranquility. Remember that the presence of people like these in your life can be extremely toxic. They not only corrode trust, but also pollute the social environment with their poisonous words. The ability to recognize and distance yourself from these individuals is crucial. It's an act of self-defense, a strategic move to keep your mental and emotional health intact. 9. The toxic individual. As we venture into the intricate mosaic of human relationships, we encounter the ninth and complex character, the toxic individual. Interacting with such people is like navigating an emotional minefield filled with traps that can deeply harm mental and emotional health. These individuals are the masters of negativity. experts in sowing distrust and discomfort with every word and action. Toxic traits manifest in various and insidious ways. It may be continuous criticisms that erode self-esteem, emotional manipulations that confuse and destabilize, or disrespectful behaviors that hurt and alienate. The perpetuated negativity by toxic people is like a virus infecting the environment, spreading to those around like a dark cloud. Being in the company of such individuals can be an exhausting journey, where each interaction becomes a challenge to maintain one's emotional integrity. Recognizing toxicity is the first step in protecting yourself. It's crucial to be aware of the signs from derogatory comments to controlling attitudes and understand how these dynamics affect your well-being. Respecting yourself means setting firm boundaries and not allowing another person's toxic behavior to invade your emotional space. Communicating assertively is key. Expressing discomfort in the face of toxic behavior is not just a right, but a necessity for preserving your mental health. However, when negativity persists and toxicity continues to infiltrate, the decision to distance oneself becomes not only sensible but necessary. Emotional self-defense against toxic individuals is an essential practice. By identifying harmful behavior patterns, you empower yourself to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. This is not just a form of self-preservation, but also a step towards cultivating more positive and enriching relationships. Creating a space that nurtures well-being and positivity is an act of self-care. In the complex dance of life, the ability to recognize and distance yourself from toxic influences allows you to build an environment where healthy and enriching relationships flourish. Thus, by distancing yourself from toxic individuals, you not only protect yourself, but also pave the way for more authentic and meaningful connections. Choose positivity, choose well-being, and navigate the intricate landscape of human relationships with wisdom and discernment. And there you have it, folks, the 9 characters who don't deserve your trust and respect. Remember, each interaction in the complex web of human relationships is a chance to protect your well-being and build meaningful connections. By distancing yourself from those who exhibit harmful behaviors, you not only safeguard your mental and emotional health, but also pave the way for more authentic and enriching relationships. Stay wise, stay discerning, and choose relationships that contribute positively to your life. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the intriguing universe of human connections.